Peters here once again with the Entrepreneur Power Hour, live on location, shooting in my beautiful, by my backyard. It's quite a cold November day today. There's no sunlight, unfortunately, but you know what, no excuse. I felt inspired to come out and shoot a video, so I'm shooting a video for the Entrepreneur Power Hour. And we're gonna discuss another formula from this amazing book, The Law of Success. So I'm on chapter 10, Accurate Thought, and I'm just about done the book. As you guys can see there, just about done this amazing masterpiece. Gonna get started on my next book. I'm thinking of either reading The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey, or Living the 7 Habits by Stephen R. Covey. Really excited to get into that, one of those two books as a succession to this one. So let's get started on the video for Accurate Thought. Alright, so you might want to grab yourselves a pen when I start to read you the actual formula, but first I'm going to get into a little bit about why developing accurate thought is important. The mind is deserving of the minutest possible analysis in this lesson because the mind is the energy with which all thinking is done. To learn how to think accurately, the teaching of which is the sole object of this lesson, one must thoroughly understand. So, get ready to grab a pen and write this down. First, that the mind can be controlled, guided, and directed to creative and constructive ends. Secondly, that the mind can be directed to destructive ends, and that it may voluntarily tear down and destroy unless it is with plan and deliberation controlled and directed constructively. Third, that the mind has power over every cell of the body and can be made to cause every cell to do its intended work perfectly, or it may, through neglect or wrong direction, destroy the normal functionary purposes of any or all cells. Fourth, that all achievement of man is the result of thought, the part which his physical body plays being of secondary importance, and in many instances of no importance whatsoever except as a housing place for the mind. Fifth, that the greatest of all achievements, whether in literature, art, finance, industry, commerce, transportation, religion, politics, or scientific discoveries, are usually the results of ideas conceived in one man's brain but actually transformed into reality by other men, through the combined use of their minds and bodies, in quotations, meaning that the conception of an idea is of greater importance than the transformation of that idea into more material form. Because relatively few men can conceive useful ideas, well, there are hundreds of millions who can develop an idea and give it material form after it has been conceived. End quotation. Sixth, the majority of all thoughts conceived in the minds of men are not accurate, being more in the nature of opinion or snap judgments. When Alexander the Great sighed because he had no more worlds as he believed it to be that could be conquered, he was in a frame of mind similar to that of the present day. So, Alexanders of science, industry, invention, etc., whose accurate thoughts have conquered the air and the sea, explored practically every square mile of the little earth on which we live, and wrested from nature thousands of secrets which a few generations ago would have been set down as miracles of the most sounding and imponderable sort. So, I mean, seriously, amazing formula. Gonna copy this into my phone as well so I can listen to it every day. So, to learn to think accurately, the teaching of which is the sole object of this lesson, one must thoroughly understand that you can control your mind and you can direct it to do whatever you want it to do. It's all a matter of discipline, personal development, learning, education, learning new skills, applying those skills, and remaining positive as much as possible and staying away from negative, toxic people. You know, all thoughts are habitual, whether constructive or destructive. They are habitual, therefore they can be changed. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe to the Entrepreneur Power Hour, and make sure you pick up this book. You know, it's such an amazing book, and I cannot wait to start reading my next book that I talked about earlier in the video. It's just been such an amazing journey to become serious about personal development, become serious about my career, to begin, you know, because I'm dressing professionally and everything, and it's just been such a great transformation for me. So, as always, guys, take care of yourselves. We'll see you on the Entrepreneur Power Hour. Take care. Bye-bye. Good evening, YouTube. Chris Peters here with the Entrepreneur Power Hour, and I'm coming to you live from my house this evening, and I wanted to do a video for Mr. Calvin Wayman of Entrepreneur.com. Thank you so much for coming on to our radio show last night and allowing us to interview you. Mr. Calvin Wayman is a contributor for Entrepreneur.com. He's also a famous author, and the title of his book is Fish Out of Water, The Ultimate Guide to Breaking Through and Stepping into the New You. Basically what the book documents is starting from scratch and rising up to the next level and being comfortable once you get there. He's also been featured on over